I want to tell you how I fixed my broken metabolism, how I went from a lifetime of being obese to being 46 years old and in the best shape of my life. And honestly, I did it on accident. It wasn't my goal, but along the way, I figured out how to fix our broken metabolisms. And so I'm not selling anything. There's no links to click. I just want to get the word out there. So please, if you know someone who is experiencing these symptoms, send it along. And especially for the men, if you are experiencing unexplained episodes of sadness or depression, if you're having a hard time building muscle, if you have a reduced sex drive, this is something you absolutely need to hear as well. Okay, so I fixed my broken metabolism that started when I was 10 years old. I had a traumatic childhood event occur and it started my autoimmune disorder. And I can trace it all the way back there because that's when I started getting psoriasis, which is an autoimmune. We literally lived in the woods, off grid, no stores. We hunted and fished all our own food. We grew all our own vegetables, made our own bread. No processed food ever. We didn't have TV. We didn't have a radio. And overnight, I went from a healthy 9, 10-year-old girl to extremely overweight overnight. And that started my entire lifetime of being obese. My heaviest was 350 pounds. In this picture, I'm about 220 pounds. And really, the majority of my adult life, I spend at about 200 pounds. And I could lose weight if I like extreme dieted, extreme worked out. But then, as you know, if you've experienced that, then as soon as you just eat like a normal person, all the weight comes back. So today I'm 46 years old. I weigh about 140 pounds, and I just kind of like level out there really naturally. Here's how I did it. I started off by trying to heal my autoimmune disease. And so I follow an AIP diet. This stands for autoimmune protocol. And so look that up or save this video and come back to it. Essentially, you cut out all processed food. And so some of the things that you cut out are because they permeate your stomach lining and it causes inflammation. So this is what it's like. It's like you have a bonfire inside of you. And every time you eat these foods, it adds wood to the bonfire. So if you're a person that doesn't have an autoimmune or you're not, have like leaky gut, you can eat these things and they're not going to permeate your stomach lining. They're not, if there's no bonfire and you throw wood onto no fire, then it remains no fire. So if you follow an AIP, the autoimmune protocol, which cuts out a lot of foods, but very importantly, cuts out processed foods. Once I did that, seriously, just a couple of months on this protocol, my symptoms started to go away. I'm not 100% cured, but I'm infinitely better. My metabolism righted itself, and I just slowly 2 pounds here, 3 pounds, like in a month. It never really felt like I was losing weight, but my metabolism just fixed itself. So I could go back to eating like a normal person. I work out, but I don't work out crazy like I used to. Now, men, this is why it's so important that you know this. One of the things you cut out is soy products. So what happens is soy is estrogen inducing. So for us women, like it's still not good for us to have lots of soy, but we ride the estrogen dragon our whole lives. Men, you're not supposed to have this much estrogen inside of you. So when you're eating processed foods that are packed with soy, and are you probably thinking I'm crazy for saying this? Google it. If you eat soy, it will produce estrogen in your body more than a man should have. And so now you're going to start storing fat. You're not going to be able to build muscle like you would if you had more testosterone and less estrogen. you are going to have bouts of depression. Again, like us women, we ride this dragon our whole lives. Your bodies aren't made for this amount of estrogen. So you stop eating it and your hormones will right itself. So I hope this helps. Please share this video to someone who is maybe experiencing these symptoms. Of course, autoimmune disease cause all sorts of chronic pain. But if you have been struggling with your weight your whole life and you feel like there's something broken, it just might be broken. So check out the AIP autoimmune protocol.